Today on Our World Explore presents the 10% of the brain myth. The 10% of the brain myth is a widely known and a very popular myth that most or all humans use 10% of their brains. The popular notion that large parts of the brain remain unused and can be gradually activated rests in folklore and not science. The physiology of brain mapping states that all areas of the brain have a function and they are used nearly at all times. The origin of the 10% of the brain myth dates back to the 1890s after the Harvard physiologists William James and Boris Sidis created the reserve energy theories. James told lecture audiences that people only meet a fraction of their full mental potential. The theory started circulating after that, and many books and articles were written in support of it. However, there has been no scientific tested and trusted claim for this myth. Although parts of the brain have broadly understood functions, many mysteries remain about how brain cells work together to create complex behaviors. Over time, scientists began creating evidences refuting the 10% of the brain myth. The most popular of these evidences were stated by neuroscientist Baron Beierstein. Two of his evidences will be stated right now. Number 1. If 10% of the brain is normally used, then damage to other areas should not impair performance. Instead, there is almost no area of the brain that can be damaged without loss of abilities. Number 2. Brain cells that are not used have a tendency to degenerate. Hence, if 10% of the brain were inactive, the autopsy of normal adult brains would reveal large-scale regeneration. In popular cultures, it is a popular belief that the unused 90% of the brain is capable of exhibiting psychic powers and can be trained to perform psychokinesis and extrasensory perception. There are different books, films, and short stories that have been written closely related to this myth. In the 2014 film Lucy in particular depicts a character who gained godlike abilities once she surpassed 10% of her brain.